Hey everybody, what is going on? It's your boy Izlogic.business. Welcome to a hectic week of League of Legends. As we've got a lot of videos already scheduled for this week, I feel like we should squeeze this one in. And it's the World's Pick'ems. It's going to be the actual semi-finals and quarterfinals and the finals. And before we get into looking at that, we can have a look at our predictions for what we actually had for the actual group stages. Now, we got one of the groups pretty much bang on, and one of the groups bang off, shall we say. And Group A and D were pretty much perfect up until the last matches in certain cases. Now, G2 screwed us over in our first group, but we do have 34 points, which is very good. It does get us the icon without having to play the quarterfinals, which is a great stage. So, this is that bit done. We're into this bit, and I accidentally clicked on the Fun Plus Phoenix game by accident. So it automatically puts it in, and you can't remove it. So, we're going to discuss Griffin versus IG. This is going to be a very big matchup, I feel. The Griffin team, who in Korea was dominant all season long, fell short to SKT in the actual finals. And Korea's second seed versus China's first seed in IG. Probably one of the best teams in the world. The semi-finalists at MSI, world's winners last year. But have they got enough to beat a very strong, warmed-up Griffin team who took G2 out twice in back-to-back games? Granted, it was pretty much a nothing matchup because G2 was already qualified. So, naturally, I think Griffin are actually going to win this. They look very strong from the games I watched. I watched a lot of Griffin and IG games, and Griffin are just a dominant team as a whole. And I honestly think we'll do very well in this semi-finals and quarter-finals stage of the game. Next, we have Fun Plus Phoenix versus Fnatic. And oh boy, this is a fairly interesting group matchup. Well, matchup to say the least. Fnatic, I don't think, are the best team coming into this tournament. They haven't been performing well in the tournament as a whole. Whether they step it up or not in the the finals and the quarters, like they did last season, it's hit or miss. But considering they're the second seed from Europe and all three of the European teams are in these quarterfinals, it's a hit and miss onto which actually goes through. But I honestly think Fun Plus Phoenix are going to take it over Fnatic. Fun Plus Phoenix have been very dominant at this tournament. Yes, they lost their opening match in their group, but they're still strong. They could easily beat anyone in this tournament, Fun Plus Phoenix. And Griffin versus FPP would be an interesting semi-final. Now, let's move to this. Let's go to the semi-finals. We'll finish the top bracket first before we discuss anything below here. Griffin versus FPX. Oh, that's a hit and miss matchup. Now, in my mind, I want to see Griffin win and get G2 down here and have a rematch from the group stages. But I honestly feel Fun Plus Phoenix will out-edge whichever team comes out of there. They're just that sort of team to do that. Now, we move down to the bottom bracket, and it's Spice versus SKT. This is probably the easiest matchup to pick in this quarterfinals, and you've just got to go SKT. And an interesting lineup would be Damwon, then SKT, then Fun Plus Phoenix. You're facing the Titans of the Korean and Asian region. And that would be such a good run if G2 did it. And I do feel considering they're the best team, we're going to get a rematch of the semi-final from MSI. And this should be an interesting matchup. Will G2 win? See, I've got to stay faithful to my European region and say yes. And then we get in the final, FPX versus G2. That will be an interesting matchup if it were to happen. And G2 in best of fives, I don't think I've lost one at all this season. So, best of 5, G2. World champions. It's highly unlikely that this happens, but this is my honest predictions to how this world will go. I hope it's true. G2 win. Give Europe their second world champions in the history of League of Legends. But I could see SKT winning. Honestly, going to the final and winning that'll be their 4th world championship. But FPX versus SKT would be a good matchup as well. But that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like down below. Share with me your predictions if you agree with mine or not. And I will see you guys later. Peace.